Welcome, speculators. Some explorers look and others get creative. One of those creative explorers is Miles Thompson, who is part of Lara Exploration and also Reservoir Minerals. But right now I'm looking at Lara Exploration. Miles just did an interview that I thought was quite interesting. I'll link you to in a minute. But first, let's look at their latest presentation. Introduction. They're saying they've got projects in Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Chile, and they're a prospect generation company. They're saying, the U.S. markets have gone up, and the little junior Explorer Code companies in Canada have gone down over the last couple of years. Saying this is the ideal scenario when you find something, going from looking to finding, the share price can jump up a lot. That's why you want to be invested into one of these companies. They're saying over their history, these are different deals, major milestones of their company, and now their share price is down basically at the floor. Their share capitalization, they're saying they got a market cap of $7.9 million, cash and securities of $1 million. I was just looking at their market. The last was 25 cents. And market cap $7.8 million. Not much volume. Looking like they're almost at their lows. And looking at their balance sheet, I see cash. This is as of March 31st, 2015, so it should be less by now. 600,000. They did a couple deals to settle some outstanding debts for discounts and gave shares instead of cash, so that a couple $100,000 there should have knocked that down, plus some normal expenses since this was printed. But they also have securities. They were talking about cash and securities. Not exactly sure where they get the million. Maybe these investment associated companies add that 400 and the 600, they get the million they're talking about. Let's go back to their presentation. Management and directors. So the video I'm going to direct you to in a sec is by Miles Thompson, the president and CEO of Lara. They're saying there's a diverse mineral portfolio. They've got a bunch of projects in different countries and different parts of South America. Peru being a good number of the properties, but a couple in Colombia and a bunch of them in Brazil and some in Chile. There's a list of their different properties and their partners and deals that they got. They're saying their main focus is generating new properties and prospects in the second half of 2015. They're saying great reason to buy Lara is the business model that they operate. One of the properties that they have is in the Carajás in Brazil, and they're bragging up this property. They got some drill results out of the thing, and this particular one, they got some really high grade. 9% copper over some 50 plus meters. That's something to brag about. A hot market, that's spectacular. In this market, nobody seems to care. Vertical iron. This one, there's some news releases out about them not paying their bills, but they're still bragging them up as a good partner working some of their projects. There's some gold projects in Peru. They've got Hochschilds in there. It's one of the partners. Some more Peruvian projects. They got a phosphate project in Chile. Coal project in Colombia. And that's pretty much the presentation. So the main reason I'm looking at Lara right now is this video that was put together. I'll put a link on the screen that you can go to the whole video. It's by Tecoa da Silva of Sprott, who I used to work with, interviewing Miles Thompson. He talks about the markets, his business model, and outlooks, and particularly he tells a story that I think is inspiring. of a project that he was looking at in the 90s, and it was for sale for $500,000. And then later, as the markets turned on, one of the local entrepreneurs picked the project up for $100 million and sold it to Anglo American for $5 billion. I mean, those kinds of returns don't happen in much of any other space. That you could theoretically have bought a project in a down market for $500,000, and if you're entrepreneurial enough, later on in the hot market, sold it for $5 billion. Those are spectacular returns. And he's seen that happen, and he says, in that same project, the other half of the project is still there. The main landowner would probably sell the other half for $500,000 in this market. So I'll let you listen to the story from Miles Thompson. I'll put links on the screen to that specific part of the video. It's a longer video, or the whole video if you like to watch the whole video. So hopefully that's interesting and a good inspirational story to listen to. And thanks for listening to this video and watching this video. If you'd like more updates like this, please hit the subscribe button below. If you like this kind of content, hit the thumbs up. It'd be much appreciated. Thanks for listening.